Hello Flosstube, Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches here with my Flosstube update number 366. Today is Saturday, December 28th, 2024. So we're just a few days away from the new year. And I'm going to try to do, if tablet memory permits, sort of a WIP parade and new start parade, if you will, for 2025, because I am doing the 25 and 25, 25 new starts in 2025 as part of my, in combination with my WIPGO. So I'm going to be trying to show all my WIPGO projects and my new starts. I don't know. I'm hoping that my tablet will allow me to show everything, so I'm going to kind of hustle through that. Before I do all that, though, I wanted to show a few things. I want to start off with a little bit of haul and a little bit of things I got in the mail. I think I showed, yeah, okay, so I think these are all new. So I just got this today. This is a card from my friend Tud. He's a friend of mine from back in the day. We were X-Files, X-Files fans. There was a whole bunch of us that were X-Files fans, and Tud and I had worked together to make some videos available to people and all that. So blooper reels and things like that. Anyway, we had compiled some DVDs and stuff. So he was, the person I worked with. So he and I became good friends, and so yeah, we exchanged cards. And this is from my cousin Esther. But she also included with this card this photograph. And this is my dad and my grandmother and a family friend, my dad's elementary school, junior high band director, Mr. Higgins, who had a music camp that we all went to as kids. And this is from my junior recital in college, the big 1980s hair and blue eyeshadow and all that jazz. But anyway, so this was after, right after my junior recital in college. So with my grandmother and my dad and Mr. Higgins. So my cousin Esther had come across that photo and sent it to me. And then I had a card from my friend, my friend Halbert was my next door neighbor when I lived in Little Rock. In my second apartment. So yeah, he was, and he has the same birthday as my mom. So I like to keep in touch with him. And then Judy Stone, one of my followers here, sent me this lovely card, a little Santa and a sleigh. But what's fun about it is it has a little pop-up feature on the inside. That was nice. Thank you, Judy. And then my friend Grace, she was a colleague of mine in the symphony when I first started with the Arkansas Symphony. She moved on later on, but she and I were always good friends. We both had cats, and we both had, like I said, joined the symphony at the same time. So I keep in touch with her. So she sent me a lovely card also. So thanks to all those who sent cards. And then I also have a little bit of haul. I had this last week, but I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to spoil the surprise for my younger sister. But my older sister had bought my younger sister a gift card to Tempe Yarn and Fiber, which is a local yarn store. And so while we were there, while she was shopping for stuff, I bought some stuff for myself. So I bought these little ladybug buttons. There's 3 of them in here. And these little sheep buttons. I think there's 3 in here also, yeah. 3 little sheep. And the thing that attracted me to them was that, I'm making that festive forest what we call a muffin, a little round thing with a pointy top. And I was trying to think, what could I put on the top? In Jeannine McGowan, the blue flower, she designed that. And so she uses like a holly thing that she'd found. But I like the idea of the ladybugs, because the Festive forest thing, it has all kinds of forest animals. And so I thought these would be, one of these would be fun to put on the top of that. So I bought these little buttons while I was there. And I also bought some lobster scissors. Had there, just for fun. And for Christmas, I bought a bunch of stuff from the Mutt's cartoon, their gift shop stuff. So I bought like T-shirts and cups and things like that, glasses and mugs and stuff. But I also got a bunch of little stickers, and I kept this one for myself. It says "Love them all," and this is the Mooch and Earl, the main characters of the Mutts, and they are Stinky, and I can't remember this duck's name, and what's the dog's name? He didn't have a name for a long time, and now Sparky is his name. And various animals. There's an elephant and a what do you call it? A bull of some kind, whatever. But yeah, so, and I think that's a koala bear. Anyway, so yeah, so I have that, kept that one. And I also, when I placed my Jingle Ball order, one of the things that I got was this set of Santas from Teresa Kogut. There's those two. There's one, and there's another one. So these came in the mail the other day. So there's that, and I was thinking of giving one of those to my sister Naomi, because she's a big Santa fan, Santa collector. And speaking of Naomi, one of the things I got for Christmas was this little, it's basically a toolkit that they sell at Lowe's, I think. But she has a friend who has a Cricut, the vinyl cutter thing. So she cut the letters for my name. And see, these have little drawers that you can, so they're meant to be like tool kits, whatever, toolboxes. So there's a drawer there and a shallower little drawer here, sorry. And then there's a lid here that opens up all the way, and you can put, it's a little flat, shallow lid, but you can put like needle minders, other kinds of notions, like all my scissors and all that. But her friend cut these designs. So she did an elephant for me, and a flamingo for my sister, and an owl silhouette thing for my sister-in-law, Rachel. So that was really fun. Sorry. And then I got a gift card for Hobby Lobby from my nephew's girlfriend. And I went and actually just used it all the other day. I bought a bunch of threads for my January WIPGO new start things. I'll talk about that in a minute. But so I just, even though I probably have these threads somewhere amongst all my stuff, because I have basically all the DMC colors, I just went ahead and bought them because it's easier than chasing down a bunch of threads. I probably have them all, but I'd have to pull them out of other projects and this and that and the other. So I just bought a whole bunch more because I had that gift card. And while I was at it, while I was buying all those threads, I bought another one of these corduroy zipper pouches. I have like 3 of them besides this one, so this makes 4. But they're really handy because they're a nice size for like a notions pouch. I can throw them in a project bag, put all threads and scissors and whatever in there. my life easier. And I also bought this at like the dollar spot at Target. I think that's where I got it. It's just a little chalkboard, standing chalkboard thing that, you know, you can put a cross stitch on there. It comes with a little piece of chalk, but you know, whatever. If you want, I guess you could decorate it around the design or whatever, you know. So anyway, yeah, it's just a, you know, inexpensive little thing for mounting cross stitch on. Okay, so sorry, let me put these over here. Use my handy dandy little toolkit thingy. Put all my stuff in here. So I want to talk about the my end of my WIPGO stuff. So I have until the 31st. Will be 7 days. The last project on my, this is my I updated my WIPGO board. So right now I'm working on this, number 20, the Raccoon. But as you see, I hit all these goals for the whole month. I mean, the whole year, excuse me. And I have several finishes on here. I finished the Rabbit series. I finished the Starry Night series. I'll show you that in a second. And several other finishes. But anyway, so my last one, number 20, is the Raccoon. And if I stitch every day from now until the 31st, I will hit that goal as well. So this is the Raccoon by Cottage Garden Samplings. This is part of their Year in the Woods series. And this is my last one for December. And so far, when did I start it? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Wednesday? I don't remember. I started it. But like I said, I have until the 31st to finish this. So this is the Raccoon's back. He's kind of humped over here. So I'm right up here. And I did this little pink flower and this little pink, whatchamacallit. That was all I had done before. So I put in this stem and this little brown part of the flower, except that this green part, I did not have, at first I had not found this brownish thread to begin with. And so I just counted down from this pink flower to do this green frond thing, only I miscounted. I got it one square over too far this way. This is supposed to be the edge of the pattern. And the way I designed this little frame thingy, it comes down like, you know, one square from the edge of the pattern of the chart. But I did it one square over too far this way. So, so my dilemma is, do I pull it all out and move it or not? Because it doesn't really affect the rest of the chart. If what I did was, when I started this part of the raccoon's body, I counted off of here instead of off of here because I know this is wrong. So I thought, well, okay, if this is correct, and I think it is, I hope it is, I think it is, then, you know, then this should be correct. So we'll see. This is the edge of the pattern here because this is the ferret. This is the next one over. So we'll see how it works. Like I said, I don't think this little frond thing, it's this one here, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I just have to, you know, be aware that it's in the wrong, that this part's in the wrong place. This the flower is correct and the whole stem is correct except for right here. I had to fudge it a little bit to make it all fit, right? And so we'll see. But anyway, that is the end of my WIPGO stuff. Like I said, if I stitch every day between now and then, I will have hit that goal. What I did hit also, though, was this is the Wise Men. This is Starry Night. And this is the number, I want to say 5 pattern. I was calling it number 5. But this is a finish. This is by Prairie Schooler. And this is on, I want to say it's 28 count, but I don't know. 28 count. Linen from, I don't know. It might be DMC, Charles Craft, whatever. But yeah, so this is Starry Night. And so I have completed this Starry Night series. Here's Mary and Joseph. And there's the baby in a manger. And there's the little town of Bethlehem. There's the angel. And then the wise men. And over here is the shepherd with the sheep, a shepherd with the sheep, and a wise man on a camel there. So this is the Prairie Schooler, the Starry Night series. So that's done. So I finished that series altogether, and I just have to FFO it. And I'm hoping to make like little ornaments. I have the backing fabric and all the stuff in storage. So, yeah. But I also, let me see if I can find it on, if I can show it on my phone. As part of my Christmas thing, I think I showed a little bit of it last week. I was working on, I used this little border pattern and then this other border thing that wasn't on there. I mean, it's not on this cover. It's inside, the things. But I worked on these bookmarks for my aunt and my cousin. And as you can see, this one is a little different. It's got that little squiggly line down the side. That's because when I was working on it, I got it off center. This one with the little chevrons in there is over 1 square too far, so there was more on one side than on the other. This one is centered correctly, so it doesn't have the little squiggly line. Yeah. But I just added that, just improvised that little squiggly line just to make it fit properly. So anyway, that was my actual last project, last finish for 2024 was that little bookmark, those bookmarks. Anyway, so now, excuse me, I'm trying to get that. I had not until just, I don't know, this week, worked on figured out what I was going to do for 2025. A lot of people are doing the 25 new starts in 2025. So 25 and 25. People are doing that. So I thought, I have a lot of new starts. I have all those patterns that I bought, the Jingle Ball, and a few other things here. Most of my cross-stitch stash is in storage, but I have several new patterns. So I made my WIPGO board, and it has a combination of WIPs and new starts. So all my new starts, you can see they're a little shaded up here, and they don't have any specific goal. They just need to start them. One of these squares, this one here, the bald eagle, I left the goal off, but it's 7 days. Like most of the WIPs in here are 7 days. I have one here that is where the goal is to finish it, and that's this one here. This is Owl Trio. But so I've allowed myself 7 days for almost all those WIPs. So that gives me a week to work on it. And so that with 2 WIPs, that's 2 weeks out of a month. And that leaves me a lot of leeway for other stuff. So, let me see, I have it somewhere. Oh, here, okay. So the number 20 and number 11 were the numbers that were called. So number 20, the WIP is Black Cat Season, Good Luck, and that's the one I'm working on right now. And number 11 is the Owl Trio. So that's with the goal of finishing it. So the Owl Trio is a Dimensions kit. I think Jennifer Nilsson, let me see, is the designer. Yeah, Jennifer Nilsson is the designer for this Owl Trio, and it came with this blue Ada. And sorry about the wrinkles and all that, but it was folded up in the project bag. So all I really have to do is this border across the top, around this corner and across the top, and then back stitching on the owls, like around their eyes and, you know, and all that, and around the leaves and stuff. You can see they're back stitched all around it, and the eyelashes on this one, and like that. There's kind of a lot of back stitching, but I'm hoping that it will go, you know, the finishing the border will go quickly, and then the back stitch I'm hoping will go quickly. But so theoretically I have more than 7 days, because the goal on it is to finish it. But yeah, so that's the Owl Trio. And then the other call is this Good Luck. This is part of the Black Cat Season bell pull series. So you could do each individual chart by itself if you wanted to, but if you want to finish it as a bell pull, this is number 5. See a black cat, pick it up all day long, you'll have good luck. All the day you'll have good luck, sorry. So this is the one that I'm working on right now, and that is this one here. And this is by Lindy Stitches, and this is, I want to say 32 count blackberry latte in a long skinny quarter by Grace Note Fabrics. So when she made this kit, I ordered everything. I ordered the floss pack, I ordered the fabric, I ordered the little wooden top that Beth Twist's husband, Beth Twist from Heartstring Sampler, her husband made these little toppers with the thing for the bell pull and all that. So I bought the whole thing. But so this chart, Good Luck, is part of this series. And then I want to say, yeah, so this is on my WIPs list also, because actually I'm hoping to finish that Good Luck thing. I think I have 7 days on there rather than a finish, but I'd like to finish it because this is also on my WIP list. Technically, it's a new start. I have some that are technically new starts, but they're part of a series, so I'm calling them WIPs because actually I did not have enough WIPs for this chart. I didn't have 25 because a lot of my stuff is in storage. So these that are blue down here, I don't know if you can see them, they're all part of a series. They're technically new starts, but they're part of a series. Like this Calling of the Sea, one is the whale and one is the compass. I did the first part. It's a set of 3. So I did the first part earlier this summer for cross stitch camp. There's a Calling of the Sea, a ship design, and then there's whale and a compass. And so these are, I'm calling them technically WIPs because they're part of a series, you know. So I've done one of the series, you know, and the same thing with that Black Cat Season, and then also with Up on the Rooftop Jingle Bell up on the rooftop stockings. I did just one, so the other two, I call them WIPs, even though they're technically new starts. That's how I finished out my WIP board. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll see if I can get how much of this I can get through. So this is going to be a lot of, the new starts for number 20 and number 11. Number 11 is I'm doing Our Favorite Elf, and this is one of the Jingle Ball exclusive things, Jingle Ball freebies. This is a Teresa Kogut design, and this is all, they're all DMC threads, and I think I have some fabric stash, and so I'm going to see if I've got something appropriate to use for this. But there's that, and it's not too big. It's like 52 by 94. So like on 28 count, it's 3 3/4 by 6 3/4. So it's not really all that huge. So yeah. So I'm going to see if I've got something that's, like the right color or whatever for that. And then this is my number 20, Dust of Snow by Lindy Stitches. And I just love this. I'm probably going to go to my younger sister Naomi's house, and she has some blue dye. and she has a little like plastic shoebox thing that when I was sort of like helping her dye some fabric for her one and only cross stitch project that she's working on right now. But so I'm probably gonna go over to her house and dye this because I have a lot of white fabric that is not dyed, and I kind of want to, dye something blue for this project. And so this is the Robert Frost poem, or part of the poem anyway. The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I rued. So I just love this design. When I first saw it at the Jubilee, I just loved it. So I kind of manipulated my numbers a little bit because I knew what the call was as I was making my board. So I was able to sort of put that first, put that number 20, so I can work on it. Anyway, so that's my January WIPGO board. So as quickly as I can, I'm going to talk about my other WIPs. So this is Wayfaring Stranger. This is a memorial thing I did for my dad. I still have a ways to go on it. It's very tiny count. I don't know what the count is. I don't know, it's 46. It's just that like an embroidery fabric that I got at Hobby Lobby. And, sorry, the cover picture is here. Hold on one second. Here it is. Yeah, I am a poor wayfaring stranger while traveling through this world below. I am just going over Jordan. I am just going over home. And it's my dad's dates and everything on there. So, yeah, and I think I talked about this last time. I added like red to these sheep that represent my aunts and my mom. So that's one. I don't want to put all these away, but I don't want to make a mess. So we'll see what's going on over here. Sorry. Okay. And then another one, the next one is Wandering Sheep. This is Lindy Stitches design, and I did work on it somewhat earlier this year. There's a pair of scissors stuck to this needle minder. So Here's the sheep and the flowers. And this is 28 count Lugana that I dyed myself. So that's another one. So this is Deep Waters. This is one I just did last month by Sweet Wing Studios. Deep Waters, and so this is, like I said, I just worked on it last month. So this is. Yeah. And this again is 28 count Lugana that I dyed myself. Basically all these fabrics are fabrics that I dyed. And most of them are 28 count just because that's what my jam is. And so, yeah. And this is another one of my sheep patterns. This is Wandering, not the other one. This is Lost and Found. And this is by Silver Creek Samplers. And this is one I had started, I think from Mania, and then I restarted it when I went to work on it earlier this year. And again, this is 28 count Lugana. Yeah, I liked it because when I first started it, I had started like on the body of the sheep, and it really didn't show up. It was practically invisible. So I chose this fabric because I had this pink fabric, and I thought, what am I going to use that for? But it actually, the pattern shows up very nicely on this. And again, this is 28 count Lugana that I dyed myself. Yeah. And like I said, most of the goals for almost all of these are 7 days. And so I'm hoping that's enough to make some good progress on those. And then here again, these are my my up on the rooftop stockings that are technically new starts, but so this is the 3 stockings. I've done this one, and so this is one WIP and this is another WIP. So let's see if I've got the. I've got the wrong. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Sorry. I have these kind of in the same project bag and kind of not. Sorry. So this is the one I've done. These little cardinals. I did this for the Jingle Ball, for one of the classes that I signed up for. And this is on, I want to say it's 32 count. Yeah, 32 count. This was a tea-dyed linen. I think, pretty sure that it's a linen that, like from Joann's or someplace like that. So that is Lindy Stitches Up on the Rooftop stockings. So again, that's a series, but I'm treating those two as WIPs rather than new starts. And then this one is the Festive Forest by the Blue Flower, as we called it in class, the muffin. So this is the design down here, and this is the shape. And like I said, where she has the holly berries, that's why I'm hoping to put like those ladybugs that I bought. So, and this is a true WIP. So yeah, this is all the farther I've gotten on that. So I'm hoping in 7 days I can finish it up. And it is using, this is, I want to say 32 count fabric that I dyed myself. And then the threads are a combination of DMC, Weeks Dye Works, Cottage Garden threads, and although I think I just have 1 or 2 of the Cottage Garden threads, and there's one that I couldn't find at the time, and so and looking at it, I'll probably just use the DMC alternative. And then I have there's the other called for is Roxy Floss threads, and I bought those. I ordered those. Excuse me just a minute. I'm trying to cram this back in there. Okay. So much for that. Okay, and then this is, I'm going to say April Dolce Dormir by Madame Chantilly. And you can either do it like in one big one, or separate out the little baby bunny. But I'm doing basically just one thing. And this is, again, 28 count, I think it's 28 count Lugana. Maybe it's even weave. I dyed myself yellow. But sorry about the light in here. It's dark because it's kind of late in the afternoon. But there's the big carrot that the baby bunny is sleeping on in the wheelbarrow. And I think I finished this overhanging little bough on there. But oh no, I finished the green parts. There's white like blossoms mixed in there that I have not put in yet. But I did the green bough that it goes in, and there's a thread there still. I'm working on the carrot. So there's that one. Look at a big pile over here. I'm going to have a crap-a-lanch in a minute. And then this one, this was a little freebie that I don't remember what circumstances I came across it, but it's called 7 Pines. And it's by Little House Needleworks. It was just a complimentary design from 2013, and I came across it. I don't remember if it was on her website or where I found it, but yeah, it's very simple. Except that I made a mistake, and but I decided to just go with it. So in doing these, there's supposed to be a space right there, and yeah, but I don't think it affects the placement of them and everything. Yeah, so I'm almost done with that. But that was one of my WIPs. So I think I allowed 7 days for it, but hopefully, hopefully I'll be able to finish that sooner and get another finish in there. So there's that, and that is on. I want to say that fabric is. I want to say it's a 32 count, kind of even weave, but I'm not real positive about that. I'm gonna make another pile over here before I have like I said, a crap-a-lanch. An avalanche. Okay, so this is more of that Year in the Woods Cottage Garden Samplings series. And so I talked about this before, the raccoon, but also on this same piece of fabric is the ferret and the bear. Yeah. So there's the bear, and there's the ferret, and there's the raccoon. So these are all on my next year's WIPGO list also, because of course none of them are finished. So so I made up this little border to separate them, but they're set as, you know, 3 on a piece of fabric. And this is, I want to say, it's either 28 or 32 count linen that I dyed myself. So they're all on the same color fabric, and they're all, there's 3 to a piece. And so I'm not going to take out all the well, I don't know, patterns. But anyway, so this is, if I have them all handy here, as I, so this is 10, 11, and 12, I guess, of this series. So this set is, let me see if I've got them in the right order here. So this is number 10, Little Brown Bat. And this is number 11, The Beaver. I'm sorry, it's in the plastic, there's a little bit of glare there. The Beaver. And this is number 12, The Reindeer. So this is where they are so far. The Little Brown Bat, the Beaver, and the Reindeer. So those 3. That reindeer is really pretty. Yeah. So those 3 are on that WIPGO board somewhere. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So this is the also in that series. See, and some of these are in a hoop, and some of them are not. It just depends on when I was working on them. And this one, I famously made it today. So this is the bald eagle. This is number 7. And the barn owl, which is number 8. And the woodpecker, which is number 9. So these 3 go right before the 3 I just showed you. And I made a mistake I mixed up the order of the barn owl and the bald eagle. So it should be the bald eagle, and then the barn owl, and then the woodpecker. But this is where they are. So, because I had the barn owl came up first, and I mistakenly just put it in this corner. So, there's the barn owl. There's the bald eagle. His face is underneath the hoop here, but, you know, because I was working on his tail more recently. But he's got a face. And I did do the little cabins. I tried to get down to do the cabins. The woodpecker, I just was the one I got the least start on here. But so, yeah. So that's, again, those are Cottage Garden Samplings. Year in the Woods series. And these are the first three. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is the only one that I have one of the charts actually finished. So not counting the first one, the other ones are WIPs. So the Fox is the first one in the series, and this one I finished. So let's not count that. The Swans and the Jackrabbit, which is the one I first saw that got me started on this whole series. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So the Fox is, like I said, is finished, is the only one that's finished. That's finished here. Yeah, it's really pretty. And then the Swans is almost done, actually. Yeah, just a little bit of blue on the swans themselves and some more trees and stuff. And then the Jackrabbit. Yeah. So that's numbers 1, 2, and 3 of that series. And like I said, the Fox is the only one I've actually finished out of that whole series of 12 designs. Yeah. I'm hoping, actually, because the Swans is very close to being finished. I don't think it has quite as much as some of the other patterns. They're all the same size, like 100 by 130 or something like that. And so they're not gigantic, but there is a lot of stitching. They're pretty dense. So let me pause for just a second so I can put all this stuff away for a sec. Okay, so for my new starts, put these here. One of the things I have listed is this Prairie Schooler Santa 2024 Santa. And I want to say I have maybe at least three others of these Prairie School Santas that I think they're all in my storage unit. Have all been sent to storage. So, but then also I have two separate new two new starts. I have the Thread Milk Statehood series. I have Indiana and Arkansas, and these are two of the states I lived in. Indiana, I lived in Bloomington, Indiana when I was going to graduate school, and of course I lived for 25 years in the state of Arkansas. And then I also have, as part of this series in storage, I have New Mexico, where I grew up, and Arizona, where I live now. But that's for another time. They're not on my current WIPGO board because I don't have them. And the next thing I have listed is Frostbite. This little I can't decide if it's a Halloween or a Christmas design, right? Because there's a winter design, I guess, not Christmas. But anyway, there's a scary little snowman with lots of teeth. But this is by Ardith Designs. So, and again, I'm going to have to go through my fabric stash and thread stash and everything. I think this is all... I guess this is Presencia threads, but there is a DMC conversion, which is probably what I'm going to use. But that's like 87 by 83. Yeah, new start. So, and I think I bought this. I don't remember when or where I bought this. This is by Art of Designs. Amanda Mae McNaughton is the designer for that series. Sorry about the glare there. Then I'm also doing Parade of Elephants. Now, I did one called Parade of Elephants that was by Jeannine McGowan, The Blue Flower. This is by Hello from Liz Matthews. So, or elephants. You can never have too many elephants. And it says parade today on this little banner. That the elephant, it's an airplane pulling this banner. This elephant has a banner, and these all have flags. And there's a baby elephant. Very cute. So that's on my new starts list. Also on my new starts is Dutch Winter. This is a Twin Peak Primitives design, and one of my viewers was kind enough to send this to me. So there's thread drops, and there's a little what do you call it? Powder that you add to your drink. This is by Crystal Light. But so it just came with all these little goodies, and it actually came with yeah, there's an emery board in there, and I think yeah. So the design, you know, from the pattern is here on the little thread drops and everything. So yeah. So I think I have, but it came, excuse me, it came in this nice little canvas bag with the print on printed on the bag. Twin Peak Primitives has a site where you can order like a kit of their designs. This is Teresa Chuckley, whatever her name is. Sorry, I never say your name right. But so yeah, so on Etsy they have this. She sent me this for my birthday. So it's TPP Limited Editions is the site they have, you know, where you can order these. So that's yeah, it looks nice and snowy and wintry. Yeah, so it came with this little pack of goodies and all that. So yeah, I'm very excited. Oh, and there's a you can't see it underneath all this, but there's a needle minder there too. I don't want to take that all apart because yeah, so that's another one of my projects. And then there is also Snow Angel. This is another Twin Peak Primitives. This is a little freebie. I've had this one for a long time, and I just had come across it. It was like tucked in a magazine in one of my copies of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. I had tucked it in there at some point when I came across it, and then I forgot about it. So that's kind of fun. That's a Twin Peak Primitive design as well. And then what I did was, this is a Twin Peak Primitives design also. They did a thing earlier in the year called Quirky Animals, I think. But they came up with this one. This is Quirky Christmas. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think, 9 designs. And so they're just, you know, there's owls, there's an angel, there's a gnome or a Santa, a Christmas tree. There's some little gnomes. Anyway, so there's all these different designs. And so I just have like a little asterisk. So I'm going to choose one. I think I have it on there twice. So I'm going to choose one each time it comes up to work on. And then I also have Calling of the Sea. And this is by Stacey Nash Designs. So I did the ship for Cottage Camp. And I wanted to do the whale, but I didn't think I would get it done in time for, you know, because the whole idea of Cottage Camp is you start and finish it within the month. So, but anyway, so this is on my board as a new start is the whale, and then the compass is the other one, the other design in this set. So I have each of them listed as separately as new starts. And then I have my Jingle Ball haul. So I'm gonna do, sorry, try not to show the chart. Festive Fruit Bat by Jeannine McGowan, Blue Flower. The Fox Snow Globe by Tiny Modernist. And then there's 3 designs. I think I have these separate, yeah. The Killdeer, the Axolotl, and the Blue Penguins. This is Blue Flower, Merry Menagerie. So each of those 3 designs individually. And this is also Blue Flower Quilber. I have that as a separate design. And then Be Spicy by Heartstring Samplery. And then this is Holiday Stroll by Teresa Kogut. Here. That's cute. And then the Animal Crackers series that they have, the Jingle Ball. This is Blizzard, the little box. And Chili. This is a penguin, a little snowman. And then Millie, this elephant. Oh, there she is, her birthday hat. Yeah. So I think that is all my, oh, and the Jingle Bell Baubles. I don't have the book here for some reason. I thought I had it. Oh, here it is, yeah. No, I have the Jingle Bell ornaments. I think I have those separately. Maybe not. Yes, I do, yeah. And then the Jingle Bell Baubles. So there's this design, and I have this the same way I have the Quirky Christmas. So there's that design that says Noel, and then there's these designs. So I'm just going to pick one, whatever I feel like doing, out of the 12. And I think I have, again, I have this on my board twice. So I'm going to pick, 2 of those out of, as it comes up. So I think that is all of my WIPGO things for next year. So the 25 WIPs and the 25 new starts. And one other thing, I meant to show this in my haul. This is a Christmas present. This elephant bag, and it's just a tote bag. Has a little zipper pocket on the inside, but it's basically just a tote bag with a squared off bottom. Oh, here's the elephant on the back. And the funny thing is, my brother had bought like these 3 bags. I think he bought 2 they're kind of similar. They're kind of big oval, big bags. And then he was looking for a 3rd one, and they just had 2 when he first was looking for them. And so he bought those 2, and then he was looking for a 3rd one. And he found that elephant bag. But he just sort of was like, give it to him, as he said, in the order we were born. My sister Eve, and me, and then Naomi. And so he had given Eve this other big bag that has sort of a tropical color, looking like, it looks like palm trees or whatever. I don't know if it's specifically those designs, but that's the colors that it looks like. And then the other one, the one he gave me, just has different colored, they look like sort of African design colors, And then this elephant bag was the 3rd one that he found. And so he had just given them to us, he said, in the order we were born. But he couldn't remember specifically the elephant thing, that was my thing. But anyway, so Naomi was the first to open hers, I think, or maybe she and Eve opened it at the same time. And I was trying to still open like the box, just, because it was taped shut or whatever. So I was still struggling with mine. And I looked over and Naomi had opened it and there was the elephant. I thought, oh, that's really nice. I really like that. And then I opened mine up and it was the little orange African color striped things. And so I thought, that's nice too. And then later on, my sister Naomi went to my brother and said, would it be okay with you if I switched with Beth, because I know she would really like the elephants. It's like, so, yeah, well, yeah, you know. So she and I switched, and because she really liked the stripy, orangey, striped colors that of the bag I had, and of course I really liked this element bag. So we switched. But so yeah, so it was fun. I think that is all. So January I got set up, ready to go. I have the dust of snow, if I get around to dyeing that fabric, and black cat season, good luck, and our favorite elf, and the owl trio that I'm hoping to finish. So that's my January things, but they won't start until the beginning of the month. And in the meantime, I will be working on the Raccoon to try to get those 7 days in. So that is everything I have to show. It's an hour long. Wow. So I'm going to go before my tablet quits on me. But I will see you next week. And by the time I see you next week, it'll already be January, and we'll see where we are with that. Until then, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next year. Bye.